was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something. Niggas get they wings.
As one of the most prominent members of the hip-hop media space, Joe Budden is very interested in the biggest rap story of the year so far. Throughout the beef sparked by Kendrick Lamar's verse on Future and Metro Boomin's Like That, Budden has followed the resulting beef very closely. He even called together an emergency podcast to react to Drake's response song when it dropped over the weekend. That podcast proved pretty insightful to both the potential future of the beef and how others in the rap world are reacting to it. During a new podcast episode, Budden and company discussed J.Cole. He was the first to fire back at Kendrick when he dropped his surprise mixtape, Might Delete Later. The project contained a song called 7 Minute Drill, where he called out Kendrick's discography in an attempt to rock his foundation as one of the genre's most acclaimed figures. Clearly, he regret the diss track because he apologized for it only a few days later during his Dreamville Festival headlining slot. He doubled down a week later when he removed the song from streaming services entirely. Check out what Joe Budden had to say about his actions below. Budden and his co-hosts have an interesting take on the situation. He says directly that he believes Cole's legacy will be negatively affected by his apology. But after a discussion of the way the rap community is reacting, he makes another observation. Claiming that younger and less competitive rappers aren't thinking nearly as much about the apology as older generations, he sees the move as an overall positive one for the genre. Personally, I don't think this will hurt Cole's legacy, because if we're homies, and I truly do rock with you, while also admiring your talents as well as others, what are we even trading words for? J.Cole established that he didn't feel any negative way towards Kendrick Lamar, which made it difficult to diss someone you have love for.
Yo, J.Cole and apology, fuck that shit.
And Chuck, I say that to answer your question, yes, because what I see is most of the niggas that are really upset, rapper-wise, are the older, competitive types. Like, the younger ones ain't really on it as
yeah,
like
they're not
that.
saying that.
So, yeah, it's already...
That's true.
It's affecting them differently anyway. They like, nigga... If you don't want to do that, don't do it. Let's get this money.
I'm not mad at the bow out anymore.
I didn't like the apology at the time. I don't think it will affect his career, which I guess long term could mean that it would be good for hip hop. Because people will see you could do something like this and it's okay.
And good, go Jermaine for being the sacrificial lamb. Like, because I do believe the apology will affect his legacy still. But if it's all good for hip hop in the long term, then shit, sacrifice.
I think two things. To Ice's point, only us in our age group, because that's where we come from. The younger niggas is not looking at it, so I don't think his legacy will be impacted as much. Only from Joe age and up. You understand what I'm saying? And then secondly, these kids are killing each other. So the fact that you could peacefully resolve that bow out from a battle situation that could lend to some verbal shit that can then lend to some street shit or some physical violence, I think is admirable.
Yeah. And then also acknowledging like personal growth, mental health. It's like all the buzzwords.
Yeah.
Anything
I loved
else?
it.
You guys got anything else? Y'all look like y'all have used all your words for the day.
I didn't want to serious this up.
All y'all look like y'all had a words limit.
Nah.